Hello, it is Caitlin and I'm here with my May 2024 HHC swatch video. Yeah, there's a lot of pretty polishes. I feel like these intros are always kind of run of the mill, but if you're new, if you haven't seen my video before, HHC is a pre-order shop that has limited edition polishes and other products available every month from the 14th through the 21st. I'll include the specific times when the shop opens down in the description. I've got a ton of different stuff to show you, so let's just get into it.
We're going to begin with Bee's Knees Lacquer, Become the Art Yourself. And this is a continuation of their Belladonna series. It is a grayed out blush base with glowy pink shimmer and hollow flakes. So this has a beautiful formula. It's kind of like a crelly, creamy sort of. So it builds up very easily in 2 coats. I was happy with the opacity in 2. And you get a beautiful dusting of hollow, and the shimmer is very obvious on the nail. This does dry down a tiny bit dull, so do use a good glossy top coat to maximize the shine and enhance the shimmer and the hollow. Here we have Sassy Sauce with the maybe best nail polish name I've ever seen, Foot Fetish. This one is a continuation of their shoe inspired series, and it's a magenta jelly with a glowy blue shimmer and micro flakes. So this is phenomenal. If you're a fan of like hot pink or magenta, do me a favor and grab this polish because it is absolute perfection in a bottle. This one is so pretty. It is probably my perfect shade of magenta or pink. Honestly, I could wear this forever. I talked about it in my last Bee's Knees video, but this is definitely a polish that you could bury me in. It's perfect for the casket. Like, it's just so gorgeous and eye-catching, and the blue shimmer just sets this off perfectly. I do think this is best in 3 coats. It gives you a gorgeous depth and it will cover the nail line with the 3 coats. It actually dries quite glossy, but you can still see that adding top coat just makes it look even more perfect. And here we have Happy Ending, which is a returning polish, part of their Encore series. This one is a purple base with blue to violet, green, shifting shimmer, and scattered blue reflective glitter for extra twinkle. Now this one is absolutely stunning. If you weren't sold on the previous one, this one will probably sell you. I know I absolutely love it. I think the base color is beautiful. and the shimmer is super special. The reflective glitter is also a nice touch. It's not overly done, so there's not too much of it. It will add texture, but the texture will be smoothed with top coat. This one I think looks best in 3 coats. You could leave it in 2, but I just found that on the 3rd coat it really gave it that wow factor. And the combination of everything in this polish is truly special. I mean, I haven't seen too many polishes like this, especially not with the added reflective glitter. So I think it's really unique and beautiful. And you're going to probably love it even more in a second when you can really see how glowy and intense this one is. Everything just comes together perfectly, and there's nothing I love more than a glowy purple. You can make, other shades glowy, but there's something about a glowy purple shade that's just really special and beautiful. And here you can see it with my camera flash, so you can see those reflective glitters sparkling away. Here we have by Dany Vianna, Kyon-Kyon, and this one is a really pretty magnetic. It has an orange jelly base with an orange and red multi-chrome magnetic pull. So this one is so pretty. You don't see this sort of orange jelly shade very often, and I'm happy that we have one now to add to our collections if we want to. This has a really nice formula. It has a beautiful magnetic effect, and I just love the sort of jelly, squishy sheerness of the base. It works really well. Now, this is one of those polishes that has a jelly base, so if you wanted to, you could leave it squishier and more sheer in just 2 coats, or you can do 3. So I've got 3 on my index, 2 on my middle, and here you can see it magnetized. It's very fiery and glowy. There is a second polish available this month from by Dany Vianna, and it's Year of the Cat 2.0. This one is a topper, and it has a clear base with a mix of large particle sparkling aurora shimmer, orange iridescent flakes, and micro holographic glitter. So this one I'm showing it over Kyon, and apologies if I'm mispronouncing that. I just think that these look so pretty together. It creates this gorgeous, just magical finish. And I love the flakes. They're so pretty. And I can't remember what this reminds me of, but it reminds me of something, and I absolutely love it. It looks beautiful out of direct lighting especially. Phoenix Indie Polish has 2 polishes for us as well. First up, we have Guided by the Light, and this one is a topper with a clear base and holographic micro flakies. So it is a topper, but I'm going to show it on its own just because I feel like it builds up very quickly to opacity on its own and has a beautiful amount of hollow in there. The hollow is very rainbowy, which I really appreciate, and the shimmer is also very pretty. Now, because this is a topper, but you can wear it on its own, you might not get full coverage of your nail, but I do think it covers very well in 3 coats, and you know, you can layer it over a white or a visible nail line blurring base coat if you felt the need, but I'm really happy with it in 3 coats on its own with top coat because it does dry down a tiny bit dull. The second polish from Phoenix is Let Me Reach New Heights, which is a purple jelly base with Aurora shimmer and holographic micro flakies. This is sort of like an iconic combination of things for indie nail polish. It's got that sort of original unicorn pea vibe, sort of like a Cirque Colors coronation. So if you've missed any of those, this would be a nice alternative for you. The purple base with the red shimmer is just really striking, and of course the added hollow is beautiful. It's very rainbowy, not silvery, so it just adds a really pretty sparkle and picks up the light beautifully. So here I'm showing it on its own. You can see all of the shifts, and then I will show it with Guided by the Light over top. So one thing I will note about this combo is that Guided by the Light is a really dense topper. So over something like Let Me Reach New Heights, it really kind of obscures the base. Personally, it's just too dense for my liking. It might be something other people like, but together I feel like the polishes are kind of fighting a bit, and I just want to let each of them shine in their own light. Penelope Loose is continuing with their Goddesses series, and first up we have Selene or Selene. This is the white base with a blue to purple shimmer. It's super strong shimmer and a beautiful base. I feel like there might maybe be like a touch of hollow in there, but it's such a beautiful shimmer. It has a fantastic formula. It's not brush strokey. It dries evenly, and wow, if you're into white polishes, like, please don't miss this one. This again, 2 or 3 coats depending on your preference. I'm going to show 3 coats. It's one of those polishes that's got a ghostly effect to it, so it might not fully obscure your nail line in very direct bright lighting, but this is such a beautiful polish. You could do like a gorgeous French manicure with it. I just absolutely love it. The other polish, which is part of the duo, but you can purchase either together or separately, we have a Goddess of the Moon, and Goddess of the Moon is a jelly navy blue base with micro hollow flakes. Now this I will also show it on its own, but it looks super cool when you layer it over Selene. You get the tint from the jelly blue base, and the hollow is very sparkly. So I will, like I said, show it on its own, but it works really well as a topper. And you will want a little bit of top coat just to gloss it up and smooth it out. And you can just see how pretty it is. And I'm making use of my thumb. I don't know why it took me like 4 years to start doing that. But anyway, here it is built up on its own. It's definitely a jelly. So even after 3 coats, you can still see your visible nail line. It's just the nature of the polish. So if you really like the blue aspect but don't like your visible nail line, you could layer it over a navy blue, or even layered over a white, so you continue to get that exact shade of navy blue, which is a really pretty kind of blackened denim in my opinion. So Clionadh is bringing us ham, which is hilarious. This one is a salmon tinted base packed with metallic teal micro shreds, hot orange to yellow shifting iridescent flakes, green aqua shifting iridescent microflakes, and holographic glitter. So this one is inspired by Ponyo, and it's part of their Miyazaki inspired series. And as you can see, this is a super unique and pretty polish. This one, for some people, if you like an opaque polish, this is not going to be it. You can build it up on its own in 2 or 3 coats, but you might still get some of your nail line showing underneath, so it might be best to layer. However, for me and my taste, I was really happy with it in 2. Also had super short nails when I swatched it. But it does dry down a little bit dull, not textured, but top coat will smooth everything out and it won't be difficult to remove. So here we have Rogue Lacquer. This one is Captain, and it's a continuation of their Peter Pan series, inspired by Captain Hook. This is a red, black, and gold metallic flake bomb with a scattering of hollow flakes. If you're familiar with Rogue Lacquer's flake bomb polishes, they do build up to opacity mostly on their own, but of course you can always layer them if you prefer that look. The suggested tips that I have for these polishes is don't try to overload your brush. Don't try to get it opaque in one coat. Build it up in thinner coats. And as you can see, there are a ton of flakes. So it will build up, cover most of your nail in 2 or 3 coats. Just go thinner versus trying to load up your nail on the first go. And you'll also note that I sort of fiddle with it and fill in any gaps as I just did there. That's sort of my approach. You don't necessarily need like 3 full coats. You might just need that third one as I'm going in and dabbing areas that don't have flakes because it does have a clear base. And of course, this will be very textured because of the flakes. It won't be difficult to remove like a glitter, and it won't need 2 layers of top coat, but you definitely want 1 good thick layer of top coat. Moving along, we have Cuticula. This is Forgotten Lands, and it is a continuation of their Disney Dreamlight Valley series. It's a deep violet jelly base with lime to green to gold shifting ultra chrome chameleon flakes, and gold to yellow to green to blue, and purple to pink shifting flakes. So this is a beautiful purple. If you're a fan of purples, this one's really exciting. It's very unique in my opinion. The combination of purple and gold is very striking. And this polish could be worn in 2 coats or 3 coats depending on your preference. I could have left it in 2, but I am going to show it in 3 coats for anyone who's interested in a 3-coat look for this manicure. Obviously with the 3rd coat you get additional depth to the purple and just so many more flakes. This also has a tiny bit of dullness because of the flakes. It will not be difficult to remove, but it will benefit from a glossy top coat to help smooth out the little flake texture and also add beautiful shine. I am using Cuticula's Limitless Quick Dry Top Coat, which is my favorite. I am so excited for this polish and this new series from Paint It Pretty Polish. This is the first in their favorite roller coaster series. It's inspired by Iron Gauzy at Busch Gardens. It's a light turquoise base with golden, yellow, green shimmer. This one is so pretty. It's so fun. I love Paint It Pretty Polish shimmers, so please do yourself a favor. If you like this one, grab it. Paint It Pretty Polish is one of my favorite makers, and I just love the shimmer in here. I also love roller coasters, so I'm so excited for this theme and to see which roller coaster Sherry picks as her favorite to make a nail polish for, and I want to one day wear the nail polish while riding the roller coaster. Let me know if you've ever ridden Iron Gwazi. And also, I kind of want to tag Theme Park Crazy, who's one of the YouTubers that I watch a lot, because he's definitely talked about Iron Gwazi in his videos, and this nail polish just captures it so well. And last but certainly not least, we have Garden Path Lacquer's One Hand in My Pocket. This one is a continuation of the Retro Toys series. It's inspired by none other than Polly Pocket. It's a delicate lavender jelly base accented with pink contrasting shimmer and pink to orange iridescent flakes. So this one has a really pretty sheer base to it. It does build up nicely in 2 or 3 coats depending on your preference. I will show it in 3. And I really like those orangey iridescent flakes. They pop really beautifully. And I love the kind of smooth pearlescent finish that this polish has. It definitely suits Polly Pocket. So this dries just a tiny bit dull. Top coat will definitely help it. It'll just help with longevity as always. This is so pretty, and yeah, I just really like this one, and I love Polly Pocket, so I'm glad to see her getting her own nail polish.
So my top picks out of what I swatched personally in my video are going to be the Sassy Sauce Foot Fetish. I mean, like, come on. The color is ridiculous. The name is also ridiculous. And I'm a bit of a weirdo, and I think that that's just like the funniest thing ever, calling a nail polish foot fetish. It's also beautiful. So expect to see that in my 2024 favorites because I am obsessed with it. Also, Clionadh Cosmetics Ham, I think that's what it's called, is so pretty. I don't know, I saw it in the bottle and I was like, this is so interesting, but then I put it on my nails and I fell in love with it. It's just very easy to wear, kind of neutral, really different and interesting and entertaining to look at. So I definitely recommend that. And I do super love the Paint It Pretty polish. I'm also literally obsessed with the theme because I love roller coasters. I'm like a 12-year-old. I love dinosaurs and roller coasters and SpongeBob. So I love that polish. I love the inspiration. Never ridden the coaster before. Maybe, hopefully one day. But yeah, I guess that's it for me. Let me know in the comments if any of these are going to make it into your shopping cart for this month's HHC. Anyway, my brain's shutting down. That's it for me. Hopefully I will see you in my next video. Bye.